it's time for another garden tour. I'm already out here with the chickens because every time that I walk outside, they know they're most likely getting a treat. I don't even have to sing anymore. They just automatically come. My zinnias have started blooming over here. Sunflowers slowly coming up. But even if just the zinnias bloom, it's totally worth it. Phyllis is still sitting on those eggs. This weekend they should be hatching. We'll see. One day I came in here to find her not sitting on her eggs but in another nesting box, and one of her eggs had been cracked. And if she was up too long, then the eggs were ruined. I'll let you guys know. I got an egg. Tonight, after everyone has calmed down, I believe these guys are going to join the flock. And they're going in the coop with the other chickens. And that will free this coop up to be the love shack. So I can work on breeding chickens for egg color. I have some more really big mushrooms. They're nowhere near as big as the last ones, but they're still pretty big. So I ripped out all of the beans and snap peas, cabbage, and broccoli that was in this bed because it was finished for the season. And I planted sweet potatoes. And I don't know, it may be too late for sweet potatoes, but we'll see how those do. We've still got this little banana pepper plant here. We've literally gotten 2 peppers off of this plant, so I may consider just ripping it out too. It's almost time to rip out all of the lettuce and nasturtiums. I was trying to let the lettuce flower so I could collect the seeds, but it's taking a really long time. These pepper plants have hardly done anything so far. We haven't even gotten a pepper off them this year. And I'm gonna rip those out as well to plant the fall garden. I'm gonna plant carrots, cabbage, more broccoli, maybe some Brussels sprouts, maybe even cauliflower. We don't eat cauliflower that often. Ooh, that one is mine. I really need to get out here and harvest our herbs. The dill is falling over. Our oregano is getting eaten up by bugs. I finally figured out what this is. It's bee balm. Took me forever. And then we have basil, thyme, and the sage is looking great. I picked a lot of it to hang up and dry, and it seemed to do a lot better after that. We still have a few blueberries. We've been picking these each day for Lincoln to eat. And our mint is going crazy over here. But this whole bed, I plan to fill with carrots. Just this whole bed's filled with carrots. Over here, I will probably do the broccoli and Brussels sprouts. And I'm gonna give these sweet potatoes as long as I can to see how they do. So this is my compost area. And we had a volunteer butternut squash and spaghetti squash come up. And so even if we only get 3 squash off of this plant, that's awesome. And that one is just a single. There's also a tomato plant but it has not produced at all. The blackberries have pretty much dried up. That's what the majority of them look like now. Oh well, until next year, blackberries. So I have really awesome news. Some sunflowers finally bloomed. Yay! Look at those gorgeous sunflowers. I cannot wait until all of them have bloomed. And look how tall this one is. All right, for reference, I am 5'7", and I can't even reach the top. That's a tall sunflower. Gorgeous. We have a good bit of butternut squash. So these are getting ready. We've got a few more just all throughout there. And then our corn is doing all right. Ooh, and we have the pumpkins. There's so many. There's 2 more right in there. The grass is getting really wild now, but we're kind of reaching the point that it's hot and things out here aren't producing great. So these edamame beans, we'll keep letting the pods mature, and then we'll just like harvest the entire plant at one time. And these are black beans. We'll do the same thing. Ooh, okay. We'll let the pods mature and dry them. These little sun gold and sun sugar trying to hold on. We're still getting a handful of tomatoes out of them all. And then our zucchini. There's one. I'm gonna let that get a little bit bigger. Ooh, there's one over there. It's a hide and seek game with the zucchini. This is a wild ground cherry. I've got to figure out if all ground cherries are edible. And tomatoes, looking rough. Oh, here we go. Go ahead and pick that. Let it ripen in the windowsill due to all the issues we've been having. Like that, it may still be okay. We've got some Roma tomatoes, finally. I started these plants from seeds out here. Here we've got some Sunrise Bumblebee tomatoes, and I am super excited about these. That one has a bad spot. Maybe it's not too bad. We have the Brad's Atomic Tomatoes. Apparently they take a ridiculously long time to ripen. And then here is the ground cherry that we planted. We got the seeds from Baker Creek. And they have a really weird flavor. It's hard to explain. banana peppers are doing okay. This one right here is going crazy though. Let's see. And I'm just leaving the peppers on the plant until I'm ready to pickle them, until we have enough really. And the cayennes, I'm going to let them turn red, and then I'm going to harvest the whole plant and hang them up to dry and turn them into cayenne powder, chili powder, whichever. Maybe it's a different chili to make chili powders. And then we have our bell peppers over here that are getting huge. And they're going to turn orange when they're ready. Our melons are coming in nicely. So here's a little melon hanging out. And then there might be some more. My squash plant died. Just completely fell over dead one day. Here's another melon. I'm sure there's a few melons in that really tall grass. And then we have cucamelons. They're so cute. Look at that, so tiny. And it's like a cucumber, but they're sweet. And then look at this. Look at that big old melon. It's like the size of my hand and my forearm. It's getting big. And again, I'm sure there's little melons deep down in that grass. We've already started to spot 2 or 3 of them. They blend in really well. But we definitely have one right there, one right in there. Let's see if we have some cucumbers. Oh, we got one. It's a good size. There's another. They're prickly. Like I don't know why they have prickles on them, but they do. Ooh, here we have another melon. And I'm so excited about these really big melons because these are seeds that I saved myself. And so for them to grow and produce melons is super exciting. And I planted wildflowers and zinnia along this back edge. And we've got a few that have come up, but not many. I think the grass really crowded them out. There's some little white ones and then little purple ones. Another zinnia. Oh, this marigold still alive. All the other ones died because the grass took them over. Oh, and here's some more pumpkins from the other side. Oh, those are so orange. Need to harvest those. We've got a few more. And then that's the end of it. But back at the sunflowers. And they're so pretty. So these 2 black chickens over here, they are hatchmates. I incubated those eggs My mother-in-law bought them and she sent them to me. And out of 15 eggs, only those 2 hatched. Both of them are roosters. And so I have dubbed them Albus and Gellert, or Dumbledore and Grindelwald. They're lovely blokes. Quite nice. Well, that wraps up our garden tour. It is real hot and muggy out here. Thank you, Alabama. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.